Welcome back to Grade 7 Science, Unit number 1, Life Systems. This is lesson number 1.5, the Biosphere. And am I making you dizzy with the spinning Earth GIF? Yeah, I'm totally making you dizzy. All right, let's get started. Something we're going to do at the start of class tomorrow is we're going to review the first 5 levels of biological organization, but I want you to try this at home. Put the video on pause and see how many of the first 5 levels of biological organization you can list. So put the video on pause. All right, looking forward to seeing how much you've remembered from what we've done over our first 2 or 3 lessons. So let's get into something new. There is one final level of organization. This level is so large that it contains all 5 levels listed above. This level is known as and when I stop talking, I want you to put the video on pause so that you can try this. What is the name of the final level of organization? It does have to do with the Earth, and I'll give you a hint. If you go back to the start of this video, you will see the word in the title. But for now, put the video on pause and let's see if you can write down the word that I am thinking of. All right. You know what, I'll reveal it to you right now. This level is known as the biosphere. And let's look at what that entails. The biosphere has 3 parts. The hydrosphere is all the water on the earth, including the oceans, rivers, and lakes. The lithosphere is the solid mineral material that covers earth, including the soil. And the atmosphere is the blanket of air that surrounds both the hydrosphere and the lithosphere. And 3 diagrams just to help you visualize what those 3 parts of the biosphere are. Some scientists say the planet Earth should really be called planet water because 70% of the planet's surface is covered with the hydrosphere. They all agree, however, that the 3 parts of the biosphere are the only places in the universe where life can exist naturally. Within our biosphere, forms of life survive in every possible region. Many creatures live in the dark, deep below the ocean surface, and some creatures are able to live up high in the atmosphere. And we'll do this in tomorrow's class, but I want you to take out a piece of paper and try this activity at home. I want you to write down at least 2 examples of an organism that lives in the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the lithosphere. If you need, you can put this video on pause, actually rewind it just to review what I mean by these 3 terms. And then when you're ready, put the video on pause so that you can write down 2 examples of an organism that live in each of these 3 spheres. All right, and let's wrap things up. The biosphere is a giant ecosystem. All of the biotic and abiotic parts are connected and depend on each other to survive. If one species dies, other species may die as well. Activities like hunting and environmental pollution can cause species to become endangered or extinct. That means completely died out. And sad that there are images like these showing a variety of life forms that uh, thankfully are not extinct just yet, but they are endangered. And so we need to do what we can to make sure that we don't lose even a single one of the species included in this diagram. And folks, this brings the video to a close. We'll take up the challenges I left earlier on this video. If you need, please feel free to go back and watch this video at least one more time to make sure that you've got a really good understanding of what we'll be talking about in tomorrow's class. But until we meet again, this concludes today's video.